Hey, what's up, Killer Knife fans? 30 days later, here we are, J2 Strider Made in America, full review. And look at that thing. I mean, maybe it's just me, but look at that thing. It is just really, really sexy looking. I love how it looks just like that. It's beautiful. Very, very attractive, laid down on its side like that. All right, so yeah, aesthetically eye-pleasing to me. Maybe it's something that I spent a lot of time with and I feel a particular way about it. It's possible, but I find it to be good looking. Instagram, not so much, guys. Speaking of Instagram, follow me on Instagram, guys. Like this video, comment below, talk to me on Instagram, and definitely check out all of my stuff. You know, check it out. Start at the beginning, see my progress, and give me some thumbs up. You know, that's what I'm looking for, guys. And I'm looking to deliver you great reviews on great knives. So you do have a great knife here. It is a beautiful knife. Let's start with the elephant in the room. How much did you pay for that? I paid $950 for this knife, okay? So it is not a $950 knife. It's $775 on Mick Strider's website, okay? But unless you're there at the right time, you're not gonna get the knife and you're gonna have to deal with secondary market, right? And some people are willing to do that, some people aren't, some people would rather wait. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm not the guy that wants to wait. I saw the knife, I didn't love it at first. I kept looking at it, I said, man, I love that knife, and man, that is a real special Strider. They're not gonna make this forever, you know? And that's kind of the way they operate when they come out with different models. It's kind of a limited run. You know, they don't come out like Spyderco and call it a sprint run, but they don't usually make their knives forever. Specific models, of course. Okay, so keeping that all in mind, let's just go over some quick size comparisons for everybody, and then we'll jump into some more analytics. This is an SMF. SMG. Okay, these are knives they make over and over again. Strider PT, right? Okay, now we all know what we're looking at. We're looking at a big knife, okay? I used the knife for 30 days. I did things like opening boxes, breaking down boxes, cutting tape, cutting paper, cutting bags, cooking I've done, cutting mushrooms, cutting beef, eating my steak with this, cutting onions, peppers, other things that I don't remember, you know, trying to chop herbs with it, okay? Stabbing walls, prying through walls with this I've done. Using the butt of the knife on the wall, right? I'm talking about sheetrock, guys. I'm not prying through brick with this knife. It may look like the Incredible Hulk of knives, but don't try that stuff, okay? 30 days of use. You're looking at, you know, you're looking at a little wear on the blade. The coating is not worn off at all, okay? You do have some markings up near the swedge, okay? On both sides. You have some markings over here from push cuts, all right? Nothing wore through this coating. Nothing in 30 days, okay? After a year, maybe. I don't know. I can't comment on that, all right? So let's talk about the shape. You get great sliceability from this blade shape, okay? Now, what is slicing, guys? Slicing is not downward motion. Slicing is pulling, maybe pushing through at a forward motion, all right? You get a lot of extra leverage from this shape from point to point on this blade, okay? And angled from a straight point of view, you have a lot to pull through, right? From point to point here, you get this beautiful sweeping belly, okay? So here is the entryway on a pull cut, a push cut, all right, forward, and you're gonna get automatically, it's gonna start to slice and then ease up through the push, all right, because you're losing some of the apex through it. Opposite on the pull cuts, right? You're getting minimal contact. So if you're cutting a piece of sausage or something and you're starting here and you want to pull through it, as you pull, it's already pulling. It's pulling because of the belly of the knife. You get a beautiful, beautiful slicing action out of this knife, okay? The worst experience I had with it was trying to cut onions, and a lot of people were praising my ability to cut the onion, which, thank you guys, I do appreciate that. Trust me, I went through torture tests of cutting onions as a young kid, so it's something I'm good at. But this knife, to me, and that video on my Instagram, it did not perform very good, and that's because there's an apex constantly throughout this blade, or a lack thereof. So you get like this whole area where you can kind of only make a point contact. So it's great for snap cutting. I did cut, what do you call it? What do they call it? Zip ties. I think I posted a video on my Instagram too, cutting zip ties, like snap cuts. Boom, 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 snapping straight through. So all in all, yes, it's a strange looking knife. It is a strange looking blade. Do I find it aesthetically pleasing to the eye? I do. And does it work beautifully as a knife? It does. And I think that that's crucial, of course, to any knife, okay? Because it don't matter how cool the knife looks if the knife doesn't function where you want it to and when you want it to. Maybe this is not the best shaped chef knife, okay? But as a folding pocket knife, usability is level 100, level 99, level 98. Maybe you guys want to take a couple points off. I'm fine with that. It's slicey, cuts beautifully. After 30 days, I did not touch this up, guys. I promise you. If anything, all I did was beat on it. So that's after 30 days. CPM 154 blade steel. You have some nice jimping up here. This is jimping I like. I like Striders. So, if you like Striders, you're going to like this jimping. If you don't like Striders, you don't like this knife, you're not watching this review. It is a little bit sharp here, okay? You do have a classic Strider finger hole, all right? It works wonderfully. This runs on phosphor bronze, very classic design from McStrider. Thumb hole and phosphor bronze. Titanium is not classic. Usually it's aluminum or G10, which is why I kind of don't have a problem paying a little bit of extra money. We're looking at like a slightly sub 10-inch knife, full titanium, Strider. I think that that's pretty cool. The knife weighs about 8.5 ounces. I'm not going to throw it back on the scale. If you want to, go check my overview of the knife also. The ergonomics of the knife. I think the ergonomics are wonderful. I think that honestly, at least for me, Strider has usually a pretty ergonomic feeling knife in my hand. You have a nice choil, and then you have the flat here. Now, if I was going to say anything about the knife, I think that you'll find a hot spot here over, a strong amount of work, okay? It depends. If you hold it forward like this, definitely more comfortable, less hot spots, okay? Using this choil on the knife blade. Choking back here, there's a little more meat on my fingers here. And I'd have to say, if your fingers are meatier, this area will probably bother you more, okay? You have a classic Strider clip. Guys, if the clip bothers you, if the clip is ripping your pants up, wear different pants. Or you can pull it up by the clip. This motion. You stick your finger down, you put your thumb in your pocket, and you pull this, and then you pull out. Okay? The knife's not going anywhere, all right? Okay. I love the clip. I love the strong retention. I like to know my knife is exactly where I put it. So, all in all, you know, taking into consideration what this knife is, I think it's a special knife. I think it's a special design. Is it perfect? No, the knife is not perfect. Let's use some more modern steels, you know. CPM 154, I'm fine with it. Would I rather see this in like Maximate? Yeah, I would. Or Crewwear? I would. And like a stainless, I don't know. What's a great stainless? S90V. If this knife was S90V, holy shit. Man, I don't know. It would change my mind a little bit. I still think the knife is awesome. I'm going to give it a 9.2. It's not completely perfect. It's not completely well-rounded. It's not completely cut out for everybody. But I think that in general, if you respect knives, you respect machinery, geometry, art, and, you know, maybe a little uniqueness, you'll agree with me. This knife is a 9.2. It's not perfect. It's not 100% everything you'll ever need in a knife, right? But I don't, in that aspect also, I don't know what knife is, right? So that's why a lot of us knife nuts, we buy many knives. Some of us use our knives, some of us don't. People that use their knives, we might buy different knives because we can think of different things that that knife is more functional for. I find this knife to be on that type of scale, higher end of the scale. It's functional for a lot of tasks, okay? And to me, that's what really, for me, gives it a super, super high score. The functionality is always going to be number one to me. Guys, yeah, 9.2, mixed Strider, production, J2, also known as the Jibble 2. That's my review. Thank you for watching. Like I said, guys, give me that like, subscribe to me, and check me out on Instagram, @KillerKnives. All right? Thank you so much. Peace.